So in this video, I'm just going to show you how to put a video in a video or in this game here. So if you want to do like a cutscene or something, like you made a little small animation, and you want to slap it on in between, this is how you would do it. Okay, so we can do it a bunch of different ways. I'm just going to show you kind of a simpler way here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new scene, and I'll just say it happens between level 0 and level 2, and we'll just do it like that. All right. So what I'm going to do is just do File, New Scene. Sure, we'll save whatever I have in there. And then File, Save Scene As. And I'm just going to save the scene as, I'm going to call it level 1. Let's not do 0.5. 1 underscore. I'm not sure if the points would be an issue. So, okay. Level underscore 5. Like that. All right. But you could just, so we'll call it that, right? And we got that saved. That's good. Let's go ahead and do File, Build Settings on our new level, and go ahead and add Open Scene, the current scene we have. And I'm just going to slap this in between 1 and 2. So we're going to say, basically, we'll do level 1, you finish it, then you watch whatever videos in level this one, and then it'll go to level 2 when it's done. Make sense? Seems pretty straightforward. Okay, but you need to make sure it's part of the build index, because in order to work in the system we've been making, that's just part of it. Okay, so just to show that this part's working, I'm just going to go ahead and play this, and I'm just going to get to the end and make sure that it opens up that level. So let's see, go over here. All right, and good. Okay, and he ends up on this level that doesn't really work. Great. Okay. So that's working fine. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go to level here, and we're going to start setting up our video stuff. So first we need to do is actually have a video to bring in. So I'm just going to make a new, go to my assets folder. I'm just going to make a new folder, create folder, and we'll just call it video. Okay, so open this up, and we're going to import a video here. So you can look up what their supported video is, but typically they support quite a bit. So I just have this video I made for a short film festival. So I'm just going to click and drag that into here. See, there it is. Okay, that's one part of the things we need. We also need to create a new render texture. There we go. And we'll just call this video texture. Okay, so this is the thing that's going to hold our video for us, and I need to make the size. Let's do 1920 by 1080. Wait a minute. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. Great. Okay, and I think that's all I need of that right at this moment. So we'll leave that there. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a UI element, and we're going to make a canvas, because we're going to put this basically on a canvas, so it's just right up in there. So we'll make a canvas first. Then I'm going to create another UI element. We're just going to make a panel. All right, so that just covers the whole thing. And we're going to create another UI element, and this is going to be a raw image. I'm going to take the raw image and just parent it to the panel. So you can see the panel's already scaled and what have you, but you can see the image is just this little square, so that's not really helping us too much. So I'm going to select the raw image, I'm going to click on here, I'm going to hold Alt and Shift, I'm going to center it, and then I'm going to click on this, and this is going to stretch it to the size of my screen. Okay, so that's good. Yay! Okay, so now what I need to do is add a video component to this. So we're going to add, and we're just going to type in video player. There it is. And now we just need to add these things in here. So we want to put the video into our video clip. That's great. You can see it doesn't play. This is really kind of the trick to it. So it needs to have a target texture. So it basically, what it's doing is it's taking this video clip and it's rendering each frame of it onto this texture, and then you would apply this texture to whatever. So the texture I want it to apply to is going to be this video texture, which is great, but now I want it to show up on my raw image. So to do that, I have to also take this texture and put it on here. So what that'll do is it'll basically, in essence, it's transferring the information from here to here, if that makes sense. And if we go to play it, you can see, there it is. Yay, okay. So that's basically this video texture here. This is the way that it's transferring from one thing to the other. Okay, so that's fine. This is all working hunky-dory, but the issue with it now, as I'm sure you probably have noticed, is that the video itself, like it plays, but I need it to end, right? And I need it to end at like a certain time. You probably want it to end at the end of the video, which would make sense. So let's fix that. So we're going to do that through a script. So go to your scripts, right-click. That's not right-click, create, C# script, and we'll just call this like video player. Let's call it video script, okay? Because I'm lazy and I don't feel like. Close that out. Okay. Let's open her up. And good. Okay. So we're gonna need a couple of things here. So we'll just do a public double, and it's going to be a video length is what we're going to call it. Because basically what I want to do is I need to find out what the length of the video is. And then we're also going to do a private float current time, and we'll set that initially equal to 0. So basically what I want to do is that when the current time becomes the same as the video length, right, then do something, like load the next level is what we're going to tell it to do. But that's the idea behind it. That's what we're looking for it to do. Okay, so first thing I need to do is not that. I need it to do what okay, cool. First thing I need to do is get rid of that. Is define the length of the video. So to do that, it's just going to be a built-in thing. So we're going to go video length. We're going to give it the value of get component. So there's a component that we're going to attach this right to the raw image that holds the video. So we're going to have it get the component video player like that. And then on that has a built-in function called length. And that will give me the length. Now you may have noticed that it doesn't like this, and it also didn't come up with this automatically. That's because if you remember up here, we're telling it to use the generic C# stuff and then Unity Engine. But you know how like we have to load in for like Unity UI or the scene management stuff? We have to do the exact same thing. So you have to do using Unity Engine .video like that. And now you'll see it's not upset. Otherwise, it doesn't understand the component. So anyway, there you go. So now we have that. And that's great. This actually doesn't need to be public. I don't know why I made that public. Better keep things private. Okay, so that'll find out the video length, and now we'll know what the length is. And all we're going to do is on our update, just because I'm trying to make this as easy as possible, we're going to take current time is going to be plus equals time dot delta time. All right, so basically just add to our current time. We're going to start at 0, and then just this is going to keep track of it. It's going to tell us our current time in general, all right? And all we're going to do is after that, we're just going to say if the current time is basically greater than or equal to the video length, right? So the length of the video, do something. Now this could be whatever you want it to be. More than likely, my assumption is that you probably want it to just load the next level. So let's set that up, and then that'll be good, right? So we are going to need to also add the using Unity Engine I think it's like scene management, like that, okay? And then I'm just going to steal the script from the game controller script right here, where we have the victory. I could call this script. I think it'd be easier just to go ahead and just steal it from this. So I'm just going to copy that and go to my video script. And I'm just going to, after this, do that. Let's back this up. So now what it's going to do is if the current time becomes greater than the video length, right? So basically the video's done. It's going to go ahead and load the next scene, okay? Notice I didn't put any brackets. It's because there's only one line, but if you want to do more or you need to do more, that's how you would do it. So let's go ahead and save that. I'm going to go back to my game. And I'm going to, on my raw image here, I'm going to apply that script. Okay. Get in there. Get in there. There. Did it do it? Can't tell. I don't feel like it did. Let me try that again. There it goes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then I'm going to play it. And it should, when it gets done, automatically open up to the next level. Let's see. Yay. Well, level 2 apparently doesn't have anything. And the reason why is that we were transferring our stuff from one level to the next level now. So let's go ahead and, not sprites. I want to go to scenes. No! Scenes. Let's go ahead and open up level 1. Let's play this. And, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do the best that I can. Ooh, that guy's really shooting out there. It's going to play this video. My guy's falling in the background. You don't need to know that. And then I just don't have him set up to land on anything. But yep, so there you go. So it'll play that video in between, and then it'll go to the next scene. So you just make that video whatever you want it to be. It could be anything. And then basically you can have like a little cut scene, if you will. Yeah, so there you go.